Good morning, good morning, good morning. Here we are on the last Friday of May. So I am going to wait to see that you are able to pop on here because I've had some little Facebook issues here and there, so I am kind of waiting for, yay, I can actually just see an eyeball that comes up and I'm able to know that you're watching. So when you do pop on, can you send me a hello or something? I was just on my iPad and it was not coming through on my iPad again. So I just shut my iPad down and popped it back onto my phone. So there is something a little glitchy going on with my live. So thank you. Good. Thank you, Vicky, for letting me know. So I am so excited to be doing our last mindfulness meditation in May. Something very exciting about June, and I'm happy to say that I was planning for this frost, so my flowers are not out yet. It's not about procrastinating. That is not it. This was a pure plan. So we are experiencing a little bit of frost this morning, so I'm sending out good energy to all of our flowers. I do have something going on in a couple of places, so I am keeping my fingers crossed. So good morning, Mom. Welcome, Isabel. As you're settling in for our meditation this morning, very often, I would say most of the time, I am adding a pranayama practice and simply following our breath and letting our breath deepen and finding the flow of our breath before we settle into our meditation is a pranayama practice. Sometimes I do practices that are a little bit more formal, and so today is a little bit more formal in that we're doing alternate nostril breathing, and that is simply coming up from requests, and the requests have been coming from the 3 sessions that I did, part 1 to part 3 on sleep, and also just in the last live on Wednesday talking about how bedtime affirmations can help calm our mind and our thoughts, can keep us up at night, and they can actually stop us from falling asleep, and they can wake us up at night. Very bizarre, but that is in fact what can happen. So alternate nostril breathing helps with sleeping in terms of getting to sleep, but it also helps when you wake up 2 or 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and you want to fall back asleep. That's a great time to do alternate nostril breathing as well. So then you might be saying, why are we doing this at 7 a.m. in the morning? Alternate nostril breathing is so versatile. I love it first thing in the morning. I love it before bed. And that other time during the day is about 3 or 4 o'clock, and no, not 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon when you are transitioning. Sometimes it's a low energy time. It's a little bit of an indecision time, if I can kind of put a time of the day where there's a bit of indecision. And that's where we're just kind of, I don't know, am I hungry? Am I tired? Is there enough time to start this before dinner? Might be, what am I having for dinner? Did I take this out? So it's a little bit of a chatty time in our brains around that 3 o'clock. So that's why the alternate nostril breathing is quite helpful at that time, I find, as well. So how we're going to use it this morning, we're going to use it before our mindfulness meditation. But when you think of the fact that very often we are also sleeping on one side, right? So We wake up sometimes, and you know if you've had a really good sleep, if you've got the pillow still on your face once you've been walking around for a while. But that is telling you again, good morning, Suzanne. That is telling you again that we are sleeping on one side a little bit, and when we're sleeping on that one side, you're thinking about your your ear, your jaw, your shoulder, your nostril even. So when you do alternate nostril breathing first thing in the morning, physically it gives us a chance to kind of rebalance, having slept to one side a little bit. One side can be a little bit blocked in that sleeping as well, and you'll notice that when we start to do this right now, that sometimes one side is a little bit blocked. And at night when you're having trouble falling asleep or getting to sleep, very often one side will be quite blocked, and by the time I'm finished the alternate nostril breathing, it's unblocked. I feel like I can breathe and I feel more balanced, and that's where the benefit comes from. So for this morning, as we come into it, and we're going to play with it, remember, if we get too serious about these breathing practices, we tighten and there's a bit of restriction. Our brain gets really, what's going on? Am I doing this right? Play with it. You will benefit from it as you simply play with it. So a couple of things. In terms of the hand position, we're going to do a thumb. So whether you're right or left, whichever way you're comfortable, right or left-handed. So thumb on that area that there's just the cartilage ends, and you're not pressing too hard. If you're really stuffed up, you're not pressing at all, actually. Okay, so you're just breathing through both sides. So thumb on one side. On the other side, you can do middle finger to close off that side. If you're once you've been doing alternate nostril breathing, good morning, Nadine, for a little while, then you can start to play with the hand mudra if you want. Why I don't start with it is there's a lot to take in at the beginning, and sometimes the shoulder gets a little let's say glitchy when we start to do different hand positions. So I want you to be comfortable with alternate, like the feel of it, the rhythm of it. And then you can do from here, it's pinky finger, fourth finger closes off one nostril, index and middle finger fold down, and so it looks like this position. Okay, so thumb on one, pinky and fourth on the other. Okay, so that is the mudra position. And again, if you want to play with it, and some people actually extend that finger also to the third eye. So there are different positions to play with, and if you're used to alternate nostril breathing and you want to play with that mudra position, or you just want to play, so to go ahead, I'm going to use my thumb and my middle finger to close off. And we're going to do it now. If you have a box of Kleenex close by as well, feel free to grab that, because it can be somewhat draining in a good way. It works well with your neti pot or your sinus rinse as well if you're feeling a little stuffy. And be comfortable with this. So if you need to be sitting up in a chair instead of on the floor, absolutely go for it. Okay. So we're going to settle in with our hands just resting on our legs to start. And then softly closing your eyes if you'd like. And during alternate nostril breathing, your eyes can be open or closed, but just keeping a soft gaze. We're simply going to bring our attention to our breath with a little extra attention on your nose. So you're just feeling the air coming in through the nostrils. There could be a little bit of tickling even. Could be a little bit of coolness. So your mouth is gently closed. And you might even be starting to notice already you might be feeling the air a little bit more in one nostril compared to the other. So we do have a dominant nostril. We breathe through one side, and in a regular, healthy nasal cycle, our dominant nostril changes about every 2 hours. So it's not unusual to feel a little bit more strength almost, a little bit more air in one side. And just doing a snapshot of how you're feeling physically, what's going on around your nostrils, your body. Mentally, how are you feeling? If you were to put a word there, it could be, mine could be busy right now, or could be clear. You could be undecided. Not sure how I'm feeling right now. Curious, maybe. A little snapshot of the beginning of your pranayama and meditation. And then from here, when you're ready to start, we're just going to rest again, thumb. Okay, if you are doing, again, left or right-handed, because I'm right-handed, I'm resting my thumb on my right nostril, middle finger, just on the bridge of the nose. I'm just going to start by gently closing off the left nostril, very lightly. I'm just going to breathe in and out through the right nostril just for a few breaths. Again, not pressing very hard at all on that left, just enough to close off. And so just noticing on the right side. Now the right side is the fire side, it's the warm side, sun side. Now just gently close off your right nostril if you're right-handed with your thumb. And just breathe in and out through the left nostril a little bit. Now if one side is plugged, you're going to have to release the other side a little bit. Right? So we never want to force if it's feeling, if it is feeling plugged, okay, or stuck. So your left side is your cooler side. It is the moon side. So you might even feel that difference as you do a couple more breaths. So you're keeping the right side gently closed, inhaling and exhaling through the left, lunar side. And then let's go back to the right. So you're going to close off the left, inhale and exhale to the right. And then close off the right and inhale and exhale to the left. And going back and forth, we're just noticing the difference. Now, because it's a bit of a cooler morning as well, we're probably feeling a little bit more of that coolness coming in, but just noting the difference. And then we're going to rest the arm down. And just inhale and exhale through both nostrils again. So you may already need to grab a Kleenex, or you might feel like you need to kind of do that Samantha Bewitch. Kind of, your nose might feel a little bit tickly. So again, doing any adjustments. You might even start to feel a little bit different as we start to balance off the right brain, left brain. Again, your eyes can be softly opened or closed. Now we're going to transition. I'm just going to mention as well that if there's any issues in your shoulder, right, you can pull and prop up some pillows or blankets beside you, or if you're on a chair, and you can rest your arm on the arms on the side. Okay, so I don't want you to feel any tension in the neck. So you want to make sure that shoulder is relaxed, the arm is resting down, supported. Even if you want to support the arm with the elbow with the other arm as well. Okay, so always making sure you're looking after yourself as you do these self-care movements, exercises, pranayama. So from here, we're going to move into the alternate nostril breathing. Okay, we're going to do a few cycles. We're going to take a break again, and then we'll do a few more cycles. And then I'll let you continue. Okay, so when you're thinking about how often or how long to do this, starting with 10 cycles, breathing in and breathing out. Okay, 1 cycle, that's a great place to start. So that's why we're going to start with that, take a break, and then you're going to decide whether you're going to do another cycle or you're going to go into your mindfulness meditation. So in whatever position you're comfortable with, I'll guide you through this. We're going to rest our thumb, middle finger on the bridge of the nose. Okay, we're going to inhale through both nostrils. And then gently closing off the right nostril, you're going to exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close off the left and exhale right. Inhale right. Close off the right and exhale left. Inhale left. Close off the left and exhale right. Inhale right. Close off the right and exhale left. Inhale left. Close off the left and exhale right. Inhale right. Close off the right and exhale left. Close off the left and exhale right. Inhale right. Close off the right and exhale left. Inhale left. Close off the left and exhale right. Inhale right. Close off the right and exhale left. Okay, we're just going to take a little break here. Rest the arm down. Just notice what's changed, what's shifted. And if you need your Kleenex, if you need to make any adjustments, and we'll go into one more round. You decide how long you stay with it. You can do just a few and then settle into your mindfulness. Make sure your shoulders relaxed, your jaw's relaxed. Resting thumb, middle finger, soften that elbow down. Inhale through both nostrils. Close off the right and exhale left. Inhale left. Close off the left and exhale right. Inhale right. Close off the right and exhale left. Inhale left. Close off the left and exhale right. Let you keep going at your own pace. Just for about 3 more cycles. And I'm just going to finish there. And if you're just finishing up, go ahead. And then Just bringing your attention back, noticing. And anything that might have changed or shifted. And then just for the last couple of minutes, let's keep our attention on our breath. If our attention leaves our breath, just notice, acknowledge the thought, and bring it back to feeling the air coming in through both nostrils, out through both nostrils. You might notice as you start to bring your attention back that your senses are a little bit keener. Things may sound a little bit louder as you start to allow the sounds and the aromas to enter in now. And when you are ready to open your eyes, it is definitely brighter, for the sun actually has really brightened up. So this is, though, what alternate nostril breathing does, is it clears not only physically, and of course we can't separate those, so when you are clearing physically the nostrils, right brain, left brain, everything kind of balances, brightens up, and I find, again, sets the tone and the balance for the rest of the day. But I do encourage you as well to use this practice, falling asleep when you wake up in the night as well. You can even be on one side to be able to do this practice. And there's something I just want to mention very quickly before I let you go. This was a download that happened for me just before the meditation this morning. And that is an idea that I am going to do a pop-up private podcast starting June 1st, a sleepy time podcast. If anyone is interested, again, June 1st is Tuesday. I don't know what I'm doing. This is crazy, but I just felt that there was a need right now for the month of June to support this busyness up in our heads. So it will be a podcast a week for 4 weeks for the month of June. Easy peasy, no logins, no, it just drops right into your Apple Podcast. If you're interested at all, if that piques your interest, to have a little bit of affirmations and different pranayama, to quiet your mind before sleep, send me a message, send me an email. The details are still, but I'm very excited. And again, there's a need, so that's why I'm throwing it out there. There will be a cost. I don't even know that yet, because again, this has just popped into my head. But if it again piques your interest at all, I am going to start Tuesday, so let me know. And it is easy peasy to get you set up though for it, absolutely. So thank you everybody for dropping in this morning, for staying with me, because again, I had to pop back on here. And thank you, Tech Angels, for allowing me to do this on my phone this morning with all of you. So, namaste. Have a fantastic Friday. Have fun with your alternate nostril breathing. I'm going to go blow my nose now. Bye, everybody.